Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video where today we return with more iRacing. It's a new week, we're back with the GR86 Cup. It's been a bit of a nightmare over the last few weeks, so I thought, you know what, we're going to change it up today. We're going to start from the back here at Motorsport Arena Oschersleben. Really good fun track. I think this is a really brilliant combo, the combination of this car around at this circuit. Of course, fairly middle speed corners in a car that, you know, you can't really sort of chuck around a venue like this. So fingers crossed we can actually have a good and, far more importantly, a clean race here today where I don't get taken out or accidentally take other people out like I did at Tsukuba. The replay was pretty damning evidence on that one. So starting P14 as the number 7 car. We're in a 2.3k SOF event here. We've got a couple of guys with 7,000 iRacing. And I think it is green flag racing then as we round our way through the final corner. Top runners have gone, and we've immediately got a very decent little start here as we head down. Of course, we haven't got the horrendous turn one. It is the much more fast-flowing layout, as we were almost full wide there for a brief moment. I'm not going to get involved in that in towards the first corner. They actually do navigate it pretty well there, but yeah, just thought on the outside I was probably going to get barged out straight to the tyre wall in through that first turn there, so got to try and keep it clean and tidy. Like I said, you know, part of that has on occasion been my fault as well. You know, I'm not one of these people that is immune to blame in the sim racing world. There, as we're looking at the inside of the 10 car. But yeah, we have also been quite unlucky in the GR86s in recent weeks, whether it's being absolutely rear-ended or other drivers trying to make it 3 wide in, you know, Tsukuba. There's nowhere at Tsukuba. You should sensibly go in 3 wide, with maybe the exception of the back straight very briefly. But yeah, we'll see what Motorsport Arena Oschersleben has in hand for us today. There, as I absolutely love this chicane in this car. Really got to try and chuck it in, get the weight over from the left to the right, and then back the other way once more. And you can see we've actually got a decent run on Jason here as we head down the back straight. Not sure we're going to be able to do anything, because there are moves coming in from other cars a bit further up. We'll wait and see if there's some concertina up. Someone has found the shadow round. That is very unfortunate for them, but it will be a freebie for us, as I must admit as well. That's the other thing. This car really does tackle the curbs quite nicely around this venue. You know, it does just ping off them really nicely as well. A little bit of a panic there on the brakes through the final corner. Just that final turn I've got to be a bit careful of. That I don't run a little bit wide there. A lot of the corners kind of open up quite nicely for the GR86. Final turn is not like that. They kind of, it feels like they kind of designed this whole circuit and then got to that final corner and realised it would have to be quite different to most of the circuits. Most of the corners around this circuit. You know, a lot of corners around here really do open up quite nicely on the exit. That final corner doesn't quite, it feels like. But we're P12 then at the end of lap 1, so nothing gained, nothing lost. But, you know, we're still in this big scrap just inside the top 10. Of course, I'd love to get away with a 0x here, but this is the GR86 Cup on iRacing, so don't fancy my chances. As what is this guy doing? Just filling up the mirrors, potentially trying to look for opportunities where there aren't any. As, yeah, that triple apex left-hander as well, really satisfying in this car. It's just a great combo.
Looks like P5's gone off.
Got another one gone. Potentially more carnage and chaos then. That's a very odd place to run off there, so I'm guessing there must have been contact heading out of the very fast chicanes. Again, just cars looking for opportunities where there aren't any. Still early days in this race. It's going to be about a 9-lap affair there as well. There we go. P10 finds his way in towards the gravel trap. There's a big dive bomb coming in from Jason there. Sneak up the inside, and you know what? We'll say thank you very much. Try to follow him by as we're getting a bit pinched on the apex through the final turn, but we'll get on the throttle nicely. Give the guy on my outside a bit of room there, and a nice freebie should promote us now into 10th place then. Just racing to see Bjorn a little bit further back there, still just wiggling around everywhere. He's like an excited puppy trying to find an opportunity to make moves. It's back into turn 1. Still, this is the one corner I've got really no idea how to tackle in this combo, but let's try and push on. Oh, bit of Rubbin's racing just in front there, as you can see Jason trying to have a look past Sebastian at the second hairpin. Of course, most of the first half of this track is just hairpins. The second half, it does get a bit more high speed and exciting. But yeah, clearly still, you know, a lot of paint being traded by other cars, so kind of just found ourselves in a bit of no man's land at the moment. There's a 3-way scrap up the road that I've just got the sense might get feisty later on in the day. It's just, look at that understeer. It just suddenly hits you like a wash in this car occasionally. It just occasionally does not want to bite.
Man, don't be intimidated here.
Here we go again. Round 2. Jason versus Sebastian. And this time round, Jason appears to have pulled the move off. Sebastian might be able to get the run off the corner. Where am I off exploring? Somehow that's not a 0x. I'll get away with it, luckily, as every time we go through there, someone absolutely destroys those cones. You've got to be very, very careful. It's quite an easy slowdown through that corner there as well if you try and open up the entry too much. But, yeah, I mean, Sebastian there's got a bit less irate than us, but honestly, these cars, it doesn't really matter too much. There will be opportunities there, as you can see, absolutely hop and a skip and a jump over that curbing once more. But yeah, Jason definitely has got a bit more pace than me. We've kind of been trying to claim freebies behind him, but we've still got the excitable puppy of Bjorn behind us. He's now dubbed that. I've christened him. Oh, big mistake there from Sebastian as we head down the back straight. Is he going to back out of this one? Or will he try and keep the nose on the inside there? We've got a lot of extra speed.
Right side's clear.
And he will. Yes, that's perfect for us there, because Bjorn, I'll be honest, was starting to apply a bit more pressure to me. I was having to spend a bit too much time looking on my mirrors, as that's going to be a 1x. Might allow Sebastian another opportunity as we'll just try and cover off. As no, there goes Bjorn straight through, taking any opportunity that comes towards him.
5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
Very sort of, I'm not going to say aggressive racer necessarily, but he certainly seems confident in where he's placing the car at the moment, because he's taking some very, very interesting lines that are working for him and working quite well there. Do we want to defend the inside for turn 1? I don't think he'll get there. No, he won't. But yeah, we might have to just start defending a little bit more late on in the day. There is so difficult to try and get that front end slowed down through turn 1. Bjorn's going to get there, but we should be able to get a better run off the corner.
He's still there.
So we're going to be side by side down in towards turn 3.
Still there. Clear right.
Just be able to cover this one off. Don't brake too late and allow the switch back. Oh, there's contact. Sebastian trying to potentially return the favour there. They go door to door. There's a 4-car scrap in front of me. This is not over. There is more opportunities to be had late on here. We've got to leave those two to squabble it out and try and get close to this next 4-pack of cars. Oh, horrible run through the chicane that time round. We're going to have to go defensive. Don't allow Bjorn an opportunity to the inside.
The gap behind
He's going to look for it, but we're just going to try and squeeze him out.
Clear left.
Again, don't run deep into the corner. Just sit on the apex, get back to that racing line, and just don't simply allow the opportunity there. As again, try and switch me off the corner. And again, he's going to try and brake early. But again, we'll just park the bus. It might have to be a bit of a defensive drive towards the end, as I think that's Mark now going for it. Oh, there's another one gone. We'll claim a freebie, thank you very much. I'm at a P8 then of this race, but yeah, clearly, you know, where the elbows are starting to come out. Often it happens a bit earlier in these GR86 races, but 3 minutes left on the clock. We've got 2 more laps. It's all starting just to heat up a little bit. Whoa, Bjorn there getting a mega run down in towards the final corner.
Clear left.
I'm not expecting that sort of extra speed able to be carried through the chicane, but like I said, he's clearly very, very confident in this Toyota car around this circuit. So, just getting very, very close there on the exit. That's going to give him a big old run back down towards turn 1. Are we going to be able to keep the nose on the inside? We're going to try and give him the longest run we possibly can sensibly down in towards turn 1, but surely there's not going to be a lot we can do. All we can hope for is that we force him offline. Really? He's just turned me entirely. He's just completely turned me and then gone sorry. Oh, when am I going to get a clean race in these cars? I could see he just tried to send it a bit too aggressively. I think he might actually be, I don't know if he's waiting for me or not, to be honest, late on here, but oh, it's more heartbreak. More heartbreak in the GR86s there. Yeah, Bjorn just about snuck through. But we were trying to defend there from Mark, and I think he might have just gone a bit too hot, you know, was adamant he wanted to try and get the nose there, and yeah, we weren't quite allowing it, so he's just unfortunately shifted me out of the way there. Honestly, the second hit hurt even more, because it was the fact we may have just done a half spin, but he completely turned me around. Now we're all over the show. Toby trying to get a run off the corner. Oh, don't want to be side by side under here. We'll just about hang on. But, oh, that's painful. Late on in the day there, I think we've got 1 more to go. after this one. So we'll ride on board then right the way through to the checkered flag, but I think we're down into about P12. So again, we're not going to gain any I rating from this. This is not a corner we can go for overtakes like that, good sir. I love the enthusiasm, but yeah, certainly not allowing that opportunity through there. We'll try and break free. Feel like we've hopefully got a bit of extra pace over these guys. Just really depends on, you know, whether I've got any damage late on here. But white flag is now out then here at Motorsport Oschersleben. Oh, it hurts. It hurts constantly. Constantly I'm getting wrecked in this series. I might have to do a montage at the end of this season of just all the times I get dumped in the GR86s, because it feels like it's happening more often than not nowadays, unfortunately. Yeah, whether we're going to continue this on 2023 Season 2, I'm not convinced at the moment. The problem is these cars are so fun to drive, but people just get way overconfident in them and start to believe they're, like, well, the next reincarnation of Ayrton Senna. You know, if you no longer go for a gap and all that sort of thing, and no one quite matches up to the Brazilian himself there, so yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is what it is sometimes, you know. It's part of why people sim race, you know, they want to unleash their own inner Ayrton Senna. It's the joy of sim racing as well at the end of the day. It's one of those reasons why, you know, when things like that happen normally, I try not to get too upset by it either, because, you know, everyone is meant to be here having a bit of fun as well. You know, the fact that most of us are doing this because we can't afford to do it in real life at the end of the day. Even tin top racing like this in a Toyota GR86, you know, when you get those good wheel-to-wheel battles, it's great, but it doesn't seem to last long, at least for me anyway, on iRacing at the moment. But round in the final few corners, though, I think it's going to be Thomas that takes home the win there ahead of
that's 2 minutes
Jaime,
left.
I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. They're Kenta in P3, but we're going to round the final corner.
I think it might be Tanaka.
We're going to come through for P12 there in the end here at Oschersleben. Looks like there's even more going on after the finish, but we've survived, kind of. We did get wrecked once again.
It's over. Bring it back round.
Let's go take a look at those final race results. Well, having a look then at our final race results there. Unfortunately, 0.02 SR loss, minus 32 I rating takes us back under 2100. We have not had a fun run of it in recent weeks there, and even starting at the back has not saved me from the carnage and confusion there. But Thomas takes the win, just 4 tenths clear of Jaime come the end of the race there. Kenta ahead of mate with Sergio running at the top 5 there. I mean, we could have been about P7. I think, yeah, we would have been in that battle still with Bjorn there, and you can see Mark did finish out in front of me. But thank you all so much for watching nonetheless. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure you leave a like, get yourself subscribed as well. And yeah, we will definitely be returning with more iRacing soon. Whether it's going to be more of the GR86 Cup, I haven't quite decided.